Dear students, welcome to the online class urged by Government University College Murtaga Salman Singh. This is the very first class with degree pass students. As you know, we are passing through a very pandemic, traumatic and challenging period, and therefore we are conducting our classes virtually so that you can get in touch with your studies. So as a part of our online classes, I'm here with you, the students of Degree Pass course. Today, this is the very first class with you. I would request you to continue classes with me, follow my classes. So from now on, I'll be with you with different topics from your syllabus. So dear students, in this class, I'll be dealing with WS questions. As you know, in your syllabus, there is a topic on how to make WS questions. So dear students, let's get started our today's class. So the class is for the students of degree subject English, and here I am with you, Rizul Karim, lecturer at Department of English, Government University College Murtaga Salman Singh. The topic that I'll deliver my lecture on is WS question. So dear students, let's opt to our today's class. W is question. So the topic suggests the questions which we construct or which we make with WS words. WS question means the questions which are made with WS words. What are the words? First, take a snap. WS words are who, whom, whose, why, where, when, what, which, how. So, dear students, we will try to show you how to make questions from given statements. So, in your question paper, there will be statements, and you will be told to make questions from those given statements. I hope if you follow my class, you will be able to make questions out of the statements. So let's go one by one. First comes who. When we will make the questions with the word who. Who actually means the agent, the doer of the action given in the sentence. That means in the sentence there will be an action, and this will be done by a person or by a thing or by something else. If the doer is a person or some persons, we can make the questions using who. So who actually means the subject of the action of the doer. So if we give an example, Shakespeare was born in England. So here we see Shakespeare is the subject of this sentence. The sentence is about Shakespeare. So if we just replace the subject Shakespeare with who, question is made up. So who was born in England? So this is the question. This is the easiest one. Just have to use who instead of the subject, I mean instead of the name given before the verb was born, this is the verb, and before the verb there is the subject of the sentence. So we have just replaced the subject Shakespeare with who, and this is the question we have made up. So this is the easiest one. So I hope this will not be difficult for you to make question using who. Okay. This is the easiest one. So I hope you will be able to make the questions using who. Then comes whom. Whom. Whom actually refers to the object of the sentence, object of the verb. I mean, I helped you. In this sentence, whom, I mean, I helped you. I subject helped, transitive verb, and you is the object of the sentence. So we have to ask question, we have to ask the object. So if we focus on the object of the sentence, we will start the question using whom. Yes, whom. And in this case, while making WS question, we have to put an auxiliary verb based on the subject, I mean the number and person of the subject, and the tense. So here you see the tense is past simple tense, past simple. So the verb is in the second form, I mean past form. Help, helped, helped, helped. So the tense here is what? Past simple tense. So past simple tense, there is an auxiliary verb. What's that? Did. Did. If the tense is past simple, the auxiliary verb comes did. So whom did? Whom did? Whom did? Then here is the subject. The subject will come after the auxiliary verb. And if the subject is in the first person, I or we, then the subject now, I mean in the WS question, the subject will be second person. That means you. If the subject is in the first person, I or we, then here in the question the subject will be you, second person. Whom did you? And the verb will be in the base form, because we have already taken the auxiliary verb in the past form did. So the main verb will be in the base form, help. And this must be omitted. This must be omitted. Why? Because we have already asked question to this object. Therefore, we need not use this one again. So, whom did you help? So, this is not so difficult. You have to ask questions to the object. If we start our question using whom, so the structure is WS word, then auxiliary verb, then comes subject, then verb. So this is the structure we will follow. WS word, then auxiliary verb based on the subject, person, and the tense. Subject and person of the subject and tense. So auxiliary verb and then subject, I mean subject, this may get changed if the person here is first person. If it is first person, then this will be you, second person. Therefore we have used you. And then comes verb. So this is the structure we will follow while making question using whom. If we give some other examples on this, she she gave me a book. She gave me a book. Here, if we ask question to this object, personal object, then the question will be started with whom. Whom. Then this is the past tense, therefore we will use did. Whom did she? The subject doesn't change here because this is in the third person. Whom did she give a book? So here this is omitted because this has been asked. So the question is based on the object. Therefore we have used whom. So we need not use this one again. Whom did she give a book? Rahim bought me a pen. This will also be the same. Then we will use whom first. Whom did, because this is what? Bought. Buy, bought, bought. This is the past form of buy. So this is also past tense. Whom did Rahim, then main verb. Whom did Rahim? Whom, auxiliary verb, subject Rahim. Then the verb. Buy a pen, question mark. So this will be used while we will ask question to the object of the sentence. If the object is a person, is someone else, then we will start the question with whom, and then this will be followed by an auxiliary verb, then will come subject, and last of all will come what? Verb. And if they have something else, we'll put it there. But if the object is impersonal, or rather than a person, something else, then the question will be started with what? My father bought me a book. My father bought me a book. Here, if we ask question a book, this is not a person, this is impersonal. That means this is something else. Then if we ask questions to this object, then the question will be started with what. So saying what, then this is also past tense. What did, then subject. The subject will be changed because here is first person. My would be your father. That means we have to change the subject if it is in the first person, whether it is subjective form or possessive form, doesn't matter, but this will be changed into second paper. So second person. So what did your father? My father is here, has become your father. What did your father? Then bought will be what? Buy, because we have used did here and the main verb will be in the present form. Buy. Then me is also first person, therefore this will also be second person. What did your father buy you? Okay. So we have asked actually question to the a book, to the object a book. This is not a person, therefore the question has been started with what. So what did your father buy you? So in case of asking question to the object of the sentence, we have to see whether it is a person or something else rather than other than a person. I mean, this might be something else, a thing, then the question will be started with what. If the object is a person, the question will be started with whom. Okay. Whose. This is called possessive. Possessive. So possessive means to possess something else, or to belong to something else, to own something else. My, our, your, his, her. If they have my, our, your, his, her, their, etc. with the object, then the question will be started with whose and the noun associated with it. So whose is followed by the noun which it actually refers to. I like your shirt. I like your shirt. Here you see your shirt. So this is possessive your, and then this is followed by a noun. So we must keep the noun with the WS word whose. So the question will be started with whose plus this noun, I mean shirt. Whose shirt? Whose shirt? Your shirt, whose shirt? Whose shirt? Then comes auxiliary verb based on the tense. This is present tense. So in present tense, we know the auxiliary verb is what? Do or does. Do or does. Here we will use do. Why? Because the subject is I. I will be transformed into second person. I mean you. We use do with you, not does. Does is used with third person singular number. But the subject here will be you, because this is first person. First person becomes second person, you. And before the subject, we will put auxiliary verb. So auxiliary verb will be here do. Whose shirt do you? Then comes the verb like. Whose shirt do you like? Whose shirt do you like? So whose will be used when we will ask questions to the object with possessive. Object with possessive. So shirt is the object of the sentence, but here is the possessive, your. So here we will ask the question with whose. Whose plus the noun. I mean whose shirt. Then comes auxiliary verb based on the tense. As this is present tense, we have used do. If it is in the third person, we will use does. So whose shirt do. Then comes subject. Subject, as it is in the first person, it has become second person, you. Whose shirt do you? Then comes the verb like. So whose shirt do you like? Where? We will use the WS word where if we ask question to the place. If there is the mention of place in the sentence, we will make the questions using where. So she was born in Dhaka. So here you see there is a place in Dhaka. She was born in Dhaka. If we ask questions to the place, we will start the questions with WS word where. Then auxiliary verb. If the tense is in the present tense or past simple tense, present simple tense or past simple tense, keep in mind, if the statement is in the present simple tense, we will use do or does as auxiliary verb. And if the sentence is in the past simple tense, we will use the auxiliary verb did. But in other cases, in other tenses, the auxiliary verb actually given in the sentence, and we'll use that one. So here was is given, so was is the auxiliary verb here, so we will use was here. So as was is given, this is the auxiliary verb, we will use the same auxiliary verb in the question 2. So where was, then comes the subject she, then verb. Where was she born? This is omitted because we have asked question to the place. So place should not be mentioned in the question. So where was she born? So if there is the mention of a place or the place of the action, then we will make the question using what? Using where. I will go to college tomorrow. I will go to college tomorrow. So here the place to college is mentioned in the sentence. So the question will be like this. Where, the auxiliary verb is given here. So will. Where will, as the subject is in the first person, this will be in the second person. You. Where will you go tomorrow? This is omitted because we have asked question to the place. So place should not be mentioned in the question. Where will you go tomorrow? Now, if we want to make question using when actually refers to time of action, when the action takes place. So if we find the time mentioned in the statement, we'll make the question using WH word when. So he came here yesterday. So here's the time of his coming, that means the action took place yesterday. So if we ask questions to this time, we'll start the question using when. Then this is past simple tense, we will use the auxiliary verb did. When did, then subject. When did he come here? As it is in the past tense, did, the main verb is the present form. When did he come here? So if the time of the action is mentioned, the question will be started with when. If the place is mentioned, the question will be started with where. If we ask questions to the subject, we will start the question with who. Thus, who, whom, where, when, whose. So thus we will make WH question. So dear students, today after this, in my next class, I will discuss the remaining part of WH question. So follow my class, practice at home. I hope you will be able to get prepared for the exam. Thank you up to this.